All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs. We are starting a project, and I hope the person who's receiving this doesn't watch this episode because it is a wedding gift. So what I'm making, and I'm kind of borrowing from that magazine there, that box right there, but it's going to be my own design. I can't say that I'm in love with the handle, for example. And the way they're joining the corners is just a triangle, an angle cut, 45 degree, whereas I'm going to be putting dovetail joints in. So that's how I'll join the main carcass, the main box. This here is African paddock wood. I've already used this wood in the past for making a a game card with a drawer, and it was so awesome for those young gamers. So you can look that up. Not really sure how you can look that up. I have 700 plus videos on a variety of subjects. Okay, so that's this stock here. And we're going to share some tips about that, how I got this cut. Sounds easy. It is easy, but when you're in a hurry, things can go wrong. And so this other piece of wood is called Purple Heart. All right, and I ordered this wood from Rockler. I'm not sponsored by Rockler.com, but Rockler Tools. But I did order the wood from there. Okay. Now, while I thought, geez, for the price I was going to get wood that was planed and jointed, think again. It probably was, but it was not square for me. And let me explain to you what's going on. So here's some of the tips, I'm going to share with you tonight. So at the moment, I have everything all nice and square. Let's go over where there's more light. Let's shut this over here. So hopefully you can see that, this is really nice, like butter here. Let's even throw a square on here. By the way, if you don't have this Savage by Swanson square, I highly recommend it. What's cool about it is that little tip goes either way. So it's like your third hand or your third finger. It just holds the square in place. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to show you that it's pretty much square. This is where I need it. All right. However, what I did is I came over here to the radiator arm saw, and what the problem is that this is not square to the fence, to the blade. And so when I cut it, even though it looked like it was cutting square, it wasn't actually when I put the square on it. All right. So I'm like, what am I going to do about that now? There's so many things you can do about that. What I did was I came over to my chop box, believe it or not. And of course I put a, let me shut this off. I put a square onto it on this side. And I also put what we call the carpenter's sign here, where we put a little bit of square in here. And that says that this guy, you're going to cut. This is going to go against your fence, like this, okay? Sorry for moving the camera around. I got to remember not to do that. Move it too fast. So in other words, and then I took my square and I measured off of this edge. The mistake you can make is drawing your line across with the square and then alternating the cut. You're going to find out the hard way, and you don't want to find out the hard way with a piece of expensive wood. This is not terribly expensive, but let's just say I had to order it and get it here, and it's not, North American pine. So once I figured that out, I then just took my chop box and I went ahead and sliced it. And then, of course, the painter's tape is another thing you're going to find. You're going to use that painter's tape a lot to hold these pieces in place. And I use the painter's tape, trust me, more and more and more. When I first started using this, it was in the 90s when I was painting. And I find that the use in the shop really pays off, okay? So again, the main carcass is going to be made out of this, and then I'm going to have to, Rockler didn't have this wood any as thick as this, and so I had to get this thin here. This here is going to be the lid, okay? If you just try to use your imagination with me. I'm going to make the lid so that it slides into the unit, okay, on the top. So naturally I'm going to have to cut this and join it together. That's not really hard to do. What you're going to do is take some cut nails, right, or finishing nails, and you basically take a cutter and you cut them, and then you very carefully tap them in here. Once you've done that, you've got them placed where you need to. Then you take the other piece and you very carefully tap it in to those pins. All right, and then you'll take it, once it's joined up, you'll take it over to your planer, and you're just going to nip off, I mean, just a hair, okay? Because this isn't that thick to begin with. So that's the idea. We're at the infancy of the project. The bottom is going to be this piece, come from this oak plyboard. Very, very thin oak plyboard. That's going to service me quite well. So now we've got 3 colors coming out of this, and my sister, who's getting married, likes the different colors, so that's going to be that. So I'm probably going to finish this unit with clear. All right, a clear finish. I think I wanted to show you another tip. So it's funny how projects pick us. If we come over here and we look at this, the biscuit joiner, look up episodes on any tools I'm showing you. Well, this handle was straight up like this, and so it wouldn't slide in here like so. So, you just basically loosen these screws here. And when I was working outside on the front porch, look up that episode, the porch repair, I found this underneath the porch. And it was there for so long. Let's see if I can pick this up, that the steel is pitted. So it was really, really rusty. If you look inside here, you can see the rust on the metal there, right? Hopefully. So what I did to clean all that rust off, at first I was going to just go get some steel wool, and I was going to get some WD-40, which I still may do, and then start cleaning off all that rust. Instead, I came over to this mesh wheel here, wire mesh wheel, and I cleaned it up. I want to say quickly almost came out of my mouth. It wasn't quick. But so that's just another tip for you. I like to show some tips that may not even be related to the project, but just in case, it's the first time you've come to my shop, and again, if you see a tool that walking by, I probably did an episode on it. For example, this unit here. This is called the horizontal router table. I purchased it with all of the 3 options. So just look up that video. And I decided to get them from out of hiding and put them on the bench top, because, that's what this is. It's a bench top unit, as well as this router table here. So we've got 2 router tables. One's horizontal and one is vertical. This is more your traditional, the vertical router table there. And so, yeah, I'm just going to finish up this short video. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time. I try to be conscientious of it. Oh man, almost 10 minutes. Let's stop the video. Again, thanks for coming into, and I'm apologizing, I'm trying to move slow. When you're holding a phone, you don't realize how fast You're going back and forth. So thanks for coming to the shop SC Custom Designs. Stay tuned and watch this little mini series on making this gift box here. Okay, I'm going to do my usual goodbyes in 5 languages. Let's count them out. Shalom Aleichem, goodbye in Hebrew. Masalami, goodbye in Arabic. Tutsins, that's see you later in Afrikaans. Zaijin in Chinese. And that's be Mandarin, the mainland Mandarin. And goodbye in the language you understand at the moment. Take care. Bye-bye.